Good morning, friends and fellow farmers. What's that sound? That is the sound of season change. That is the sound of fall. Oh, it's Penny's birthday tomorrow. I should remember that. I should try to remember that. I'm not going to remember that. I'm going to try. That'd be shameful if I forget. It would be. Hey, bear. Remember me. Hey, demonic fireplace. Remember me. Remind me. Remember me. Remember me. I'm going to be gone if I forget Penny's birthday. I'm sorry, Penny. Fall. It makes me think of colored paper and glue. Maybe I'm spending too much time with children. Yes, you are. Your life is a, wow, look at all the flowers. Everything's changed in the house. Isn't that lovely? All of our seasonal plants. That's so nice. Gotcha, kid. Gotcha. Did your mom spend too much time at the school? She might. It's quite possible that she does. What do I have on hand? Oh, wow, I've got a lot of star fruit. Right, we must have been harvesting last time. All right, let me drink my, let me have my cup of joe. There we go. Don't eat the mushrooms I've got growing in your room as well. Stay away from the spore things, because they can kill you. Just remind the children not to eat stuff, Penny. It's not good for them. Food is okay, but... Dear James, I was conducting a field study the other day, and I found this specimen. I hope you found it as interesting as I did. Demetrius. It's a nautilus. Thanks, Demetrius. I'm going to honor your find by selling it in the open market. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Now, at the end of last episode, I think it was last episode, I was struggling to recall, and I don't know why my brain flagged out. I was like, does the fodder grow through fall? Of course it does. Of course it does. I can't believe... somebody's probably commented since I recorded that, of course it does. Of course it does. I don't know why I was thinking it might not. I don't know. Seriously, sometimes my brain just ceases to function. All games are just a pile of jello in my head sometimes. Okay, mushrooms. I've got some more friends for you. We're going to make some more potions. So we've got a couple of tappers there. I don't know we'll be using this quite yet. Look at those empty fields, filled with stones and sadness. So, what do we want to grow? I'm waiting. I do want to do a big farm move, but I'm going to wait till winter to do that. I'm looking forward to that. But I think for now, we will continue... we'll continue growing just to earn revenue from the fall, as opposed to me knocking out the farm for probably a while, knowing how long it's going to take me to do this. Because we're going to be fiddling around, making moves, adds, changes, all that jazz. So, we got to decide on some fall seeds here. So we'll go see what's available and what we want. I like some giant pumpkins. And a friendly viewer let us know about the melons. We didn't get a jumbo melon, and they said if you leave them in the ground every day, you get that same chance of them turning into jumbo melons. So I should have left them instead of harvesting them. Did not know that, so appreciate that. I will try that next time around. I'm sure there will be a next time of harvesting melons. Next time I may even get to do more of them. We'll see. That was a nice little chunk, but I need more to get more chances, I think. I really want a jumbo melon. Now, what did you guys harvest? Okay, so you got a little bit of stuff. That's quite nice. Lots of flowers still. We got Penny's poppy right here. Maybe I'll carry it with me, and then I'll remember. That might be an idea. Good morning, animals. How are you all? Good morning, Plortmaster. Hello, Plortmaster General, you as well. Wretch, how's it going? Wretch. Poor Wretch. None of the other animals don't think anything of it. Well, Wretch is the sound I make. Good morning, cuties. How are you? Oh, little bunny. How's it going, buddy? Hey, killer. Yeah, I lost a lot of love with these animals. I'm a terrible pet owner. Oddly. Like, not only did you give me a discreet Nibbler. Nibbler should be like 1 billion years old, right? Oh, I feel terrible. Beloved Nibbler. The Truffleophagus. Oh, our lovely animals. Got to get back on giving them all the happiness they deserve. Okay, so we got... What do we have for fall seeds here? Let's see. I don't know that we've got... No, that's Hopstar's summer. Cactus indoors. Corn. I don't really know if I want corn. Grape starter. Plant these in the fall. Takes 10 days to grow. We got 30 of those. I could grow those down the side, and we could grow grape. I don't know, I could make grape jelly, I guess. That's maybe a possibility. The trellises I find annoying because they get in your way when you're trying to harvest stuff. That's my big beef with those. So let's go dump some of our inventory off here, water our crops, and head over to Pierre's. So what do we got for... So we got 262 gold star ones, 481 silver star, and 116 regular ones on the starfruit. So that gives us a little bit of options later. So that was 6, 7, 40, 850, 850 or thereabouts. Something like that. So we might be able to, we'll get a few out of that. If we're getting $6,000 each, that's, well, $5 million this season. Something like that. Which will bring us up to about 6 and a bit million. So, need to get some more water. So, we've got to get a few more. I've also got the ancient fruit. I can't neglect that. We've got a bunch here. So, that's, even without taking that into account. So, we're getting there. It's all going to happen. No rush. Okay, all of these. We are at the fun point now of getting to, I'm not chasing as many things down, which is interesting because it changes the farming experience at this point. It gets a lot more, we get into more about the personalization of the farm and stuff. And that's kind of nice. It's a relaxed phase, which when you're in the early game, I've never played the game this far in, and in the early game, there is a lot, I love the excitement of, hustling after things and chasing things down and all of that. But in this late game, it becomes more about making that space our own. I've been thinking a lot about that lately, about in-games, about game space. And I played Graveyard Keeper all the way through recently. And that was a long time commitment. And I enjoyed many things about that game. There was lots of things I thought were really, really interesting about it. And then I got to dump some inventory out. There was things I did not like about that game that I think it didn't manage to do effectively. We got jellies. Okay. I'll have to come back and deal with that. Let's drop off. I think, the melons, I don't know I think I just will, how many do I have? Not even that many. Okay, so let's put these in here. I think with, some games, they are trying to accomplish a variety of things. So they want to be a lot of things to a lot of people. And, Graveyard Keeper has a lot of humor in it and is trying to be a crafting game. It's trying to tell a story. It had a linear narrative. It had a beginning and an end. And I think when you define a game that way, the player is trying to push through to that end point. And that's a different prospect than the player trying to just enjoy the world. So world building wasn't a big thing in that you could only build in pre-prescribed locations. Those kinds of things are, again, it's interesting, but then your interactions with the world itself are more limited with the NPCs. They are less people and just more fetch quest objects in the game. So becomes your investment in the game is different. And so when you've got a long kind of grind cycle in a game, the NPC interaction actually takes the edge off that grind cycle in a way. It makes it a little bit more palatable. It's not like grinding for the sake of itself. Like in, say, Slime Rancher, the slimes are funny, and you've got the other, the other NPCs that send you on things. There's more story. There's more. The world feels more real. Whereas I think in Graveyard Keeper, there's long expanses between your interaction with the NPCs and the resolution of the fetch quests. It takes a long time to finish things. And there's a lot of steps. And it was a lot of arcane crafting. Things that weren't often obvious, that you would sometimes spend a long time, and then it would click and you go, oh, I was doing that all wrong. And then you'd be like, man, I just wasted so much time. Usually you would get something else done that you needed, that it would get you ahead in the long run, but in the short run you're like, oh man, I just want to get certain things finished. Anyway, it's so interesting, but I always say, even in something that doesn't maybe work 100%, you learn a lot. So I learned a lot about what makes this game work as well as it does. I feel like it made me reflect a lot on this game. And I don't even need the bait here. I'm going to put the bait in here, I think. We're just going to dump bait. Okay, and let's sell this jelly because I don't need that. And let's go see Pierre. Come on, Timothy. Let's go for a ride. At any rate, very fasting. The ending is a letdown. It seemed very rushed. It seemed like it was not properly resolved. I suspect the developers really needed to ship the game, and there's probably life circumstances that dictate that. People were really angry, and I think unnecessarily so. But so I guess, you know what? I'm wondering, should we go big on pumpkins? I don't know. I like the pumpkins. Be fun to get more giant pumpkins. Now, cranberry wine, I don't recall it being that lucrative. I don't know that I care. Flowers are nice. 12 days to produce. Oh, I don't know, because I haven't min-maxed all of these, so I don't know which ones would be the best. If I view them as, because I'm processing so much other stuff that I'm not really thinking about processing this stuff, but maybe I should be thinking a little bit more about it. So let's take a look. So fairy seeds and amaranth, so 270. So let's see, if I was to just sell the amaranth makes 70 a piece, and the fairy seeds, where is fairy seeds? Fairy rose, it only makes 90. 90 a piece. And yet, what's the turnaround cycle on this? This takes 12 days, and you make 90 a piece for fairy seeds. Well, that doesn't sound like a good prospect. Amaranth takes 7 days, and you had made whatever I said, it was more. How about, like on the pumpkin, 13 days, it's 100 to buy. Let's see what the pumpkin will yield. 100 to buy, and it ships for 320. So that will make 220 per. 220, I could make, I can plant, 500? So I can make about, is that, I want to say 100,000 on pumpkins. I want to say that, but I might be totally wrong. Might be 1 million. I don't know. It could be 10,000, really. And the cranberry, I don't recall what the jelly or the wines are shipping for. Not a ton. So I feel I don't know, the pumpkins, it doesn't keep me as busy. Artichokes sell for 160, and they seem to have a faster turnaround, didn't they? Let's take a look at the artichoke. So 8 days, buy price of 30. I said 160? Really? Wow. So those make 130 each in 8 days. So that's not too bad. So 100 times 500 is 50,000. I don't even know. I'm more going with what I think would look good in a way. I might just buy pumpkins and see how many mega pumpkins we can get. This might not be I'm not trying to super min-max this. We're in this for the long haul, so I'm not worrying too much about it. But let's why don't we do that? I'm gonna get a pile of pumpkins. We're gonna make a big old pumpkin patch. It's gonna be pretty cool. I'm gonna blow a fortune on pumpkins here. Let's see. We're gonna get some jumbos. I think that's what I like the satisfaction of that. Those should look pretty cool. So actually it's more like 700, wasn't it? It's some absurd amount. And these will take half the season to go, and then maybe I'll throw in some random stuff for the remaining part of the year. I don't know. And we have 1.1 million, so I'm not, we're going to make our money back. It's not like this is going to just be money down the drain. So let's start with, I'm going to buy about 800. I think that will cover us, and I'll have leftovers. And that way I don't have to worry about coming back here, because I can't possibly get all this done in one day, I don't think. But I also don't want to run out, as we've done in the past. Okay, there we go. that's a lot of... It's just my ticker. We're still over 1 million, so it's all good. Hey, Timothy, let's have a cup of coffee. We got some work to do, buddy. Okay, well, yeah, let's have our coffee before we drink. Or drink before we ride. Let's drink and ride. Maybe we should stop with the coffee. Maybe we've had too much, Timothy. I don't know. We possibly have had just too much. Okay. Oh, I need to make more of those. I keep forgetting. Myrrh indeed. Myrrh indeed. Let's get hoeing. Okay, so I want to be one more back here. Is that? No, I was still not far enough back. There we go. Oh, and I could have been one more down. I'll get it right one of these days. No. See, this is still not quite right. Oh well. That was closer. This one should be good. Okay. Another big thing I was thinking about with the crafting games, the ability to place things wherever you want them and to be able to enjoy the world in the way you want it and not have prescribed places like let's say you could only put barns in a limited number of locations, and it would just be like, here's the 4 spots you can put this, or here's the tiny spots you can put your kegs. That would really limit you from feeling ownership in the world, and also would it would change the way you viewed the game. You would view it as a linear experience, like, let's finish this game, not this is a place I like to spend time. Like, I probably would not go back to Graveyard Keeper ever again, because it's not, I'm done with the world, I'm done with the narrative, unless they built another narrative and stuff. I might check it out, but they would have to do quite a bit. You only wanted to grind in as much as you needed to do it to get a thing accomplished. And that's a really different kind of purpose. Whereas in this game, you do it for the pleasure of it. You just want to make the world your own. There's a joy in that. So it nails that idea of, I guess, player agency is allowing us to explore it the way we want to explore it. And that's really important. What? Are you serious? It's already this late? Oh my gosh. Okay, we need to get a move on. We got a rabbit's foot out of that, though. That was alright. Okay, let's get a move on here. But yeah, the ability to make this farm your own, to put wallpaper in, to do all these cool things, to have a family, have relationships, get married, it all makes you... you're invested in a different... Oh, come on, bat. It makes you invested in a different way than you would normally be in a game. So it allows you to play the long game. It allows you to think about it in those terms. So that's... yeah, it's just... It invites a different kind of play style, which is really cool. That's what makes this game special. All those unique things, all those personalizations, we have a story at the end of it. We've played it a certain way, and it's our world. We each have a unique version of it. And in a game where you don't have as many options to personalize the world, the story's different. It's not your world, it's just the world. And that's makes for a very different kind of game. I don't know. Anyway. Now these I will put fertilizer down because we actually we want to grow the best version, because we're not going to put them in the wine. We're going to sell them. Come on. Okay. Good gosh. Good gravy. Okay. Let's make some fertilizer. It's basic, but you know what? I'll take it. I don't really care at this point. It's all good. It's all better than nothing. We could be going again for super max awesome farm, but whatever. Okay, we have 500. The clock's on hold, so it's no big deal. We'll just grind this down. We're gonna need lots. There we go. But we're still gonna need more. So the tree farming has helped on our fertilizer front, that's for sure. All that sap. All that sap. But yeah, anytime I play other games, I come back to this game and I just, it's like, it's so clear how good this game is when you play other games. And you just go, yeah, they're not this. Nobody has managed this. And there's so many reasons. But one of them really seems to just be core game design. It's just that it has a heart that so many of the others lack. It has the personalization that so many of the others lack. And once you've finished with the main narrative of Grandpa, you still feel interested and compelled to play. That's amazing, right? That we can go put all this time into it. I saw it the other day. I always quote my sister. My sister loves this game so much. And I see at this point, she had put, I haven't talked to her in a couple of weeks, but I see over the past time that she's been playing it, she has now put in well over 400 hours into Stardew Valley. That's amazing, right? That this game makes people just want to spend time in this space. That's wonderful. How many games can actually capture people's imaginations and hearts in that way? Not too many. I mean, everything about it, the popularity of this game, it just, it's obvious once you play the game and you recommend this game to people. It's like, you see it, you know it. You're like, you will love this game. There's some people who utterly hate this game, but those people they're not human, so they have no heart. Now I can see that some people just grind is not something that appeals to everybody, and there's a grindiness to these kinds of games, regard for sure. Some people like this kind of meditation, other people do not. That's fair. Okay, so let's now just throw the seeds in. I think we're just going to pass out in the yard today. I don't think we're going to... I want to get these in, because it'd be nice to get as much in the ground as possible today. That clock moves too fast. Yeah, I should have been... I'm always shocked at how late it is. Like when that thing jumped out, I was like, what? What time is it? Oh my gosh. You always forget how quick the clock moves. Oh my goodness. This is bananas. So I may even leave these in a few extra days then if we don't get jumbo, passed out. If we don't get jumbo pumpkins, I want to see jumbo pumpkins. Poor Krobus's cousin is caught in our pen. We will see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.